A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Sanju Samson makes unusual DRS call during RR vs KKR T20I. You might have noticed that Sanju Samson went for a DRS to check the wide ball decision.
You may have also noticed Prasid Krishna bowling a couple of close wides. Lastly, you might have noticed Shivam Mavi stealing Rana's limelight by being awarded Player of the Match.
Read on to find out more about what happened during this exciting game. Sanju Samson opted for DRS to check wide ball decision.
Rajasthan Royals lost their second consecutive match in the IPL 2022 against the Kolkata Knight Riders. During the KKR innings, Sanju Samson was clearly frustrated with the wide ball decision by the umpire.
He opted for a DRS to review the decision when the umpire signaled the ball wide of the bat. Thankfully, the ball was well away from the bat.
The controversial decision was made during the 19th over, during which the Rajasthan Royals skipper looked very upset with the umpire's decision. It is not clear whether Sanju Samson was protesting the decision or merely disagreeing with it.
But he acted to show his displeasure. Sanju Samson opted for a DRS to review the wide ball decision because he felt the ball had not touched the bat.
The umpire's on-field decision seemed to have thrown the game out of hand. Prasid Krishna was attempting to bowl a short, wide delivery, and he had no intention of batting in the off stump.
However, when Samson misfielded the ball on the offside, Nitin Pandit called it wide. The wide ball decision was questioned by ESPN Cricinfo experts and a former New Zealand spinner.
Daniel Vettori reacted to the incident by saying that the captain should be allowed to review wide balls. The former New Zealand spinner mocked the umpire by claiming the batter had moved before the ball was released.
Nonetheless, the incident is still worth discussing. Sanju Samson had a good chance of winning the match by 8 runs, but he knew the ball hadn't touched Rinku Singh's bat.
He opted for DRS, and the replays confirmed that there was a significant gap between the bat and the ball. Despite the fact that Samson opted for DRS, the Rajasthan Royals eventually lost the game by 7 wickets.
Prasid Krishna bowled a couple of close wide calls. The umpire Nitin Pandit had a difficult time adjudicating a couple of deliveries from RR spinner Prasid Krishna during the last match of the RR vs KKR T20I.
The RR skipper Sanju Samson was rightly annoyed with the umpire's decision, but it was difficult to argue with him. Nevertheless, he explained the wide calls to the Rajasthan Royals players.
2 close wide calls came in the penultimate over. In the first instance, a wide delivery was bowled to the off stump by Prasid Krishna, and the KKR batter Rinku Singh moved outside the off stump to try to get a clear shot.
The KKR batsman shuffled to the offside, but the umpire's signal ruled the delivery wide. On the other hand, Prasid Krishna bowled 2 close wide calls during RR vs.
KKR's opener, Aaron Finch, made a poor start and was dropped at the halfway stage of the innings. A bloated RR declared for 153 in the power play, and needed 7 off the last over.
On the field, Prasid Krishna was calm and collected, which may have something to do with his interactions with his father. He was even called up to represent Karnataka against Bangladesh in 2015, and was informed about the call only hours before the match.
He has been working with several coaches since he was a junior, and has become more accurate with the selection. During RR vs KKR, Prasid Krishna bowled 2 close wides in a row.
His second wide was a slicing shot over the wicket. But Prasid Krishna did bowl 2 good deliveries to Finch.
A close wide call by the bowler would have been a huge blow for RR. Shivam Mavi stole the limelight from Rana.
Nitish Rana was banned from international cricket in 2015 following a string of dope-related charges. The BCCI has not reinstated Rana, who is 26 years old, and is age group ineligible.
During his ban, Shivam Mavi was the breakout star of India's U19 team. With his fast bowling, Mavi stole the limelight from the former India opener.
Shivam Mavi named Player of the Match. After the U19 World Cup, India picked Shivam Mavi for his raw pace.
He made his debut for the Kolkata Knight Riders against the Sunrisers Hyderabad in the 2018 IPL. The lanky left-arm fast bowler has a constant speed of 140 kmph and a lethal bouncer.
In an interview, Mavi revealed that his friends would run away when he bowled in a thrilling IPL game. Shivam Mavi and Pat Cummins combined to take a catch.
During the penultimate over, RR had to defend 18 runs. Sunil Narine bowled a full delivery down the ground, but Pat Cummins was on the field and ran in from long off to catch the ball.
Mavi then sprinted to mid-off, took a shot and nailed it to the boundary rope to dismiss Pursrian Parag in the previous match. Mumbai Indians won the toss.
Earlier, Kolkata Bullets were considered underdogs, but their form has improved after losing 3 consecutive matches. They lost 5 of their first 7 matches.
They came within a whisker of the IPL trophy, but could not win it. Shivam Mavi explains what the difference was in the KKR team's success.
Yosh Butler is a prolific opener for the Rajasthan Royals in the IPL this year. However, he failed to score a big score against the Kolkata Knight Riders.
He managed to make 22 runs off 25 balls with a strike rate of 88. He had 3 boundaries in his knock and gave a catch to Shivam Mavi.
In the end, he was adjudged player of the match. RR loses to KKR.
In the second game of IPL 2022, the Royals lost to the Kolkata Knight Riders by 2 wickets. The KKR bowlers chased down the 153-run target with 5 balls remaining.
Sanju Samson was clearly frustrated as he took a DRS review when he spotted daylight between the ball and bat. However, he managed to keep his cool despite the controversy.
Earlier, Krishna walked across the stumps. However, the umpire ruled the ball wide as it was outside the white return crease.
The umpire explained to the RR captain and the wicket-keeper why the decision was wide. However, Samson took a stand and protested.
However, the viewers were not happy with the decision and questioned the umpire's decision. The umpire's decision was highly controversial.
A short ball was signaled wide when it was in fact in the off-stump area. Samson protested the decision by signaling the DRS.
Despite the result, the umpire was not willing to overturn the decision. However, the decision was not upheld and the Royals lost the match by 7 wickets.
While the umpire Sanju Samson was upset after the game, the players have a knack for judging mistakes. However, this time around, the RR captain was right to stand up to his critics and demand a review of the decision.
After all, the DRS was introduced to make mistakes corrected. The players have learned their mistakes and are now better judges of their own actions.